And tonight we're kicking it off with a special artist by the name of SNACO. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing very good. How about yourself?
Man, look, every day above ground is a great day, brother. And it's a good
Beautiful.
time to have you on the call, man. We appreciate you kicking off our series.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys having me. It's definitely an honor.
No problem, man. But with all due respect, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to my sis, the host of this call, representing Virginia Fleet DJs, DJ Pynk Diamond.
All right, welcome, SNACO. It's so nice to finally meet you. And you know, the crazy thing about that, we're both on the same squad, A Level Entertainment. So I like to welcome you to the Straight Official magazine interview. And I'm not going to take up much of your time because it's a Friday night. And I know you probably got some things going on, but we're going to chit chat for just a little bit because I want to really get to know who you are.
Yes.
So, first, why don't you basically introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and what your ultimate goal is for 2025. And then I'm going to get into some questions.
Yeah. And that's a good question. For my name is Snacko. I'm the leader of Lost Souls. And I am artist hailing from Atlanta, Georgia. Um, and as far as like my goals this year, honestly, I want to continue what my goal has always been from the start when I started this. I run by long-term goals and like little things in between, little steps in between. But my main focus is always that main goal. And my main goal is always the reason why I started this. And is to help people that's felt like me in the past, to help people that are lost, to help the lost souls. And be a guide for people, that are dealing with mental issues and whatnot. My thing is this, like, success does matter to me, but I define success in a different way. Um, I look at it like, how many lives have I saved through what I'm doing, and that's the main thing for me. Um, the numbers, the sales, um, all of that's going to come with it, especially if you love what you do and do what you love. But I do this to save lives.
Okay, okay. So, when did you actually get serious into music?
Yeah, you know, I can't really pinpoint when. I I think I've always loved music. I've always loved music. I can't really remember like when it really hit for me.
Mhm.
Um, I think that's kind of like been always a part of my life. My family was always a very dynamic. Like everyone was different in my family. I grew up in a family of like six, six siblings, and both my parents. But everyone liked different type of music in my household. So like my mom listened to gospel, my dad listened to like neo soul. Um, my sisters would listen to like whatever was on 106 in Park, and then my other sister would listen to rock, and I would just always be in the middle. I would always listen to what everyone else was listening to. So that kind of gave me like a diversity as far as like my ear is very diverse now because of that. So I listen to a little bit of everything. So and that's kind of just what made me love it so much, because there's just so many unique sounds out there. There's so many different genres and different architects to music that you can dive into, So yeah.
So now your name, right? Snacko. I like that name. But
Thank you.
how did you get that name?
I was it started off as like a joke in middle school.
Okay.
Um I was Me and a group of friends used to watch this thing on YouTube. It was called Game Grumps. Okay. And what they did on this YouTube channel is basically they played video games, and they would just be really goofy. It was two guys sitting on the couch playing video games. They just would be really goofy, right? And they was playing this Pokemon game. And one time they caught a Pokemon, and in the game, when you catch a Pokemon, you can name it whatever you want it to name it. So one guy named one of his Pokemons Turnt Snacko. Like, and it was just funny because he just came up with it, and we just thought it was funny as kids. And I used to like love snacks when I was younger. Every time you see me, even now, I have a bag of hot Cheetos. So yeah, like I was known as the snack guy in school. Every time I always had some snacks. I sold snacks at one point in middle school. So as a joke, they called me Snacko as a joke. And it kind of just stuck with me. It stuck with me all the way to high school and then past that. So yeah, I it's like a childhood
Definitely
thing.
a unique name for sure. I could even
Definitely.
visualize you doing some kind of video with a bunch of snacks.
Do you mind me asking you where did you get Pink Diamond from? I know this is like your interview, but like I wanted to ask.
Well, I like pink. That's like my favorite color, right? And
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
I never I put it this way, diamonds, you always know diamonds are a girl's best friend, but for me, diamond it fits me. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own diamond. I don't have to be married or engaged or in a relationship to feel like that. I feel like that on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And what I decided to do with the pink diamond, I was like, I'm gonna combine them together, but then I want to spell them differently. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I definitely wanted to be unique with the spelling of it because it is definitely a unique name. You know what I'm saying? And
Is
so
yeah, that's a unique way of spelling.
it's different, you know. And then the name of my company is also called Diamonds Consulting Services, but I had to shorten it to DCS. So that's also where the diamond came from too. So I'm like, I'm gonna always sprinkle myself with diamonds, you know, because I feel like a diamond.
Is that your way of marrying yourself? What you said?
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
There you go.
saying? Definitely, most definitely. So
That's
I
how it
think
should be.
yes, both of us got some unique names, um,
Yeah.
and I think it does fit us because when I went to actually once I started following you, and then I started talking to Megan about who you are, um, and then I started looking at your profile and figuring out, okay, who is this Snacko? You know. So you seem interesting. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep on following. And then, you know, I was like, you know what, Jay, I got a dude we really need to interview because he does have a message. You do have a message. So I'm kind of glad we hooked up and was able to get you put on this interview tonight. And for me to also get to know who you are and who I'm going to be working with as well, you know.
Yes. I
Um,
was excited to hear about the interview, opportunity. I heard a lot of good things about you beforehand, and I was just really excited. I think even just now talking like deeper into the conversation, I started to realize the answer to the question you had before of like where when did it start for me as far as my love of music? And like now that we're talking about it, like I think it did start in middle school because like I was a really like even now I'm a really shy person. I mean, some people say they can't see it, but I'm really, really shy. I don't go to parties. I don't get out much. I'm here. I'm here making music a lot of the time. I mean, I,
Nothing wrong with that.
you know,
At least
yeah,
you're doing something that you, to me, have a passion for. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
So you don't have to go out to parties, you know, unless you're performing. But yeah, keep doing what you're currently doing. I mean, if that's gonna make you happy and um, help you with your movement, then that's what you have to do. You know what I'm
most
saying?
definitely, yeah.
So
It brought me out of my shell a lot, you know.
that's good. That's good. I try to talk to a lot of people I see that could be like yourself, shy. I try to keep people motivated on a daily basis. I mean, I'm not God or a goddess, but for me, I kind of live life one day at a time, right? And
Yeah.
I enjoy that whole 24 hours every single day because life is short. We don't know when we're going to ever leave this earth. So for me, I'm going to have me some fun. I've been sick and down this week, but I'm definitely going to have some fun on a daily basis. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So,
And Pink, can I call you Pink, by the
yes,
way?
most
You
definitely.
are definitely a goddess because you're made in God's image. So I just want you to know
I,
that.
I love you already. See that? I love you already. All right. So let me ask you this question because a
Mhm.
lot of times we get inspired by people, right? Um, you say you started music in the middle school. Now,
Yes.
did you also play any instruments back
I,
then?
I tried.
You
I,
tried what instruments? I like to know.
I played the piano a little bit.
Okay.
I think that's what really kind of got me into singing too. I still don't think that I'm perfect at it. I'm serviceable, as I would like to say. I've been learning to play the guitar more and more. I want to be very like I want to be very fluently good with playing multiple instruments.
Okay.
So I'm kind of working on that. I want to be able to even play trumpet. Like honestly, I want to get into all saxophone, all of that. When I do my performances, I think my goal is when I hit 30s, mid 30s, I want to be able to pick up the saxophone, the trumpet, all of that in my sets. So that's what I'm looking to do.
That's good.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Really good. I played French horn and trumpet
Oh, really?
from the middle school till
Yes.
I left. Uh,
Wow.
First chair, female. Yeah, and was in the marching band. So I love instruments too. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why I, I actually got into the field of DJing because I love music. Seriously. Now I cannot sing and I cannot rap, but I definitely can DJ for sure.
Well, with a name like that, I think you you should be able to rap a little bit. It's
No,
just
I
a
cannot.
little.
I can't rap. I swear I can. I've tried. Both my kids, they do a little bit dibble dabble, and I have a granddaughter who dibbles and dabbles with rapping and singing. But me, no, I don't even
We'll,
like doing karaoke. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot sing or rap. I'll
we'll
save
get you on track. We
I'll
got to get
save
you on.
that for you guys. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, we're gonna get you on track. I already got it in my. You got such a cool name. We got to do one. SNACO featuring Pink Diamond. I already
Okay,
see
okay, we're gonna figure
it.
something out, something out. But
Right.
anyway, who inspired you really to make music? Not your mom, not your dad, you know, just like who was that it person to make you say, okay, I'm gonna do this music?
Hmm. Um. I- From an, if I could pick an artist. It was definitely Childish Gambino. Like Childish Gambino, Donald Glover was like I would say is like the reason why I do what I do now. Like I was such a big fan of his music. I still am. I don't know why I'm saying was, but I'm such a big fan of his music, and just how versatile he was. Not just his music, but the fact that he can go into music and then go into film, like doing movies, writing movies. He does so many different things, and it's just not like he does it, but he's really, really good at all of those things. So I just loved his versatility, and also, Prince too. My mom always compared me to Prince when I was little because of like my shyness, but also had like a talent with the music. She said I just reminded her a lot of him, and that kind of made me like his music. And um, yeah, Stevie Wonder as well. I think most recently he's been Stevie Wonder too, because like just goodness, he was such a genius. He's such a genius, man. So I look up to a lot of the greats. As well. So yeah, just like some of the greats that has done it. Some of the most versatile artists has inspired me.
That's interesting because I've always asked that question to artists. You're the first person I've ever heard say Donald Glover, the first person. And he's a very interesting artist. He really is.
Yeah, I don't think he gets enough love and recognition for what he does. As far as all its forms of art, when it comes to film, all the movies that he's been in, all the movies he's wrote for, the films he wrote for, has all been really good. And then, of course, his music. Grammy nominated. I mean, he does it all, and I look at myself as something like that because I want to be able to be versatile, you know, like that. I don't want to just be stuck to one thing. Of course, music is like always going to be my main thing, but I want to also be in movies sometime, and you know, and possibly I'm actually working on writing like a anime, like a script for an anime. So
Okay.
yeah, I want to be able to dive into animation and stuff like that too. Yeah.
Wow. So now you just recently dropped the project with A level, right? And
Yes.
okay, which was last Friday.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel like it because when you work
Right.
on music for so long, I've been sitting with that for so long. It's like it feel like I feel like I've had it out forever, but the world sees it as oh, he drops it Fridays. It's only been out for a week, so
Yeah, pretty much. How
yeah.
was that creative process making that getting that project together?
Ah, yeah. It was probably one of the most smooth creative processes I've ever had. I mean, this project is my baby. It means so much to me. Um, I got with Andreas is one of his name is Andreas. He's one of my producers for the project, and also Matt Webb is on there as well. If I'm forgetting names, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, producers. I am so sorry. But I got with some very talented producers for this, and they cared about it as if it's their own project as well. Um, and it plays like an album. You know, I know it's considered a mixtape, but I treated it like it's an album. And that's how it plays, you know, and it's just a beautiful piece of work. Yeah, it was such a smooth process. I think all of the songs that I've written for on this project was written by hand. I went back to writing on paper again because I used to do it on my phone, like going to my phone notes, and I was like, you know what? I'm starting to feel like my song lyrics are more intimate when I'm writing on paper versus when I'm writing on my phone. So
Mhm.
that's kind of like the theme of this. It's a lot more intimate on this project, you know.
Yeah, that writing things down on paper. Um, hey, people can call me old school, but I do that a lot,
Mm.
a whole lot, because
Yeah.
versus having it on my phone in case my phone crash or anything, I still got it on paper. You
Yeah,
know, so
definitely.
and can go back and forth whenever I need it. So that I understand about writing stuff down. My ex-husband, he used to do R&B, and I used to find tons of songs all over the place because he'd be like writing on a piece of paper and then throw the paper over here, put the paper over there, then another song. I'm like, dang, you got a whole big old catalog all over the house,
Yeah.
on paper, so definitely can get into keeping your stuff more intimate on a piece of paper for real.
Definitely. Yes.
Um, Let me ask you this. What has been the best piece of advice that somebody has given you, right? And you're still doing that till this day.
You know, I I've been given so much advice throughout my career that nothing's like really stuck because I try to implement it as much as I can, you know. So it's a part of my everyday. But one thing that I kind of look back on that has like been constantly reminding me of it. Um, my granddad told me one time, and he passed away, but I remember like he told me one time like you have to be your biggest fan. Um, you know, and that's like before mom and dad, sister, brother, best friend, and then people, followers on Instagram, YouTube. You know, you have to be your biggest fan first. And just throughout my career, like I've been constantly reminded of that. So yeah, I guess that just means like you have to believe in what you do. And to a degree, you have to kind of be delusional. Um, and I know that kind of sounds bad. People put a negative spin on that, a negative notation on that. But when it comes to artistry, um, you do kind of have to be delusional. You have to be like, no, this what I made, this dish that I made is the best tasting dish you'll ever bite into in your life. And some people might believe you, you know, some people might
I
believe you, some
definitely
people don't.
agree on
You
that for
know?
sure.
But
That's oh my goodness. You think like I think for sure.
yeah.
But let me ask you a question though. If you had, you know how we like to wish upon things. I do that every now and then.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
if you had one big old wish, like for 2025,
Okay.
of where you would like to perform, where would it be and why?
Um,
And it could be in the United States or it can be out of the country.
At the Pink Diamond Festival.
Oh,
There
hey,
we
that
go.
sounds good. Hey, that
We
really
need to get
sounds
that
that
going,
that
right?
sounds good. We might have to think on that one
We got
offline.
to think about that, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. We
You
got to think
know,
about that for sure. Because
and
I,
then
since you in Atlanta, it's so funny you said that because
mhm.
July 17th through the 21st, the Fleet DJs is having their 14th annual DJ conference.
Oh, okay.
And they do have people that do perform. So I'll email you all of
Yeah.
that information. I've got a
Definitely.
DJ that Saturday. So I was thinking about still coming, but only coming for 2 days instead of the 4 days. So I'm
Mm.
gonna try to make that happen so that way at least I can meet you in person. You know what I'm saying?
That would be awesome. Yeah, we
Yes,
can make
yes.
that happen.
Definitely. And then
Yeah.
we're going to talk about that festival because
Oh,
I got
yeah,
some other
definitely.
stuff that's going on um, also within the fleet movement that you
Hmm.
could also be a part of. But like I said, we'll talk more
Yeah.
offline and I'll get with Megan and them to let them know what's going on. Do you got
Yes.
any like shows coming up?
Not that I know of right now. I know it's been like, oh, the team has been telling me to focus on the project, focus on the project, focus on the. So I've been focused on the project and have some other things coming out. I don't know if I can speak about them yet,
No,
but
no, I
I
know.
know we.
I'm probably gonna get with Megan. We're gonna chit chat, whatever. But no, don't
Yeah.
talk about it right now. But
But I do believe, yes, down the line there will be some shows. I don't know where yet, but I know we're definitely going to be doing some shows very soon. So I'm always excited to do shows.
that's
Shy
good.
as I am, I love to get on stage. I love it. You
You
know.
know, it was so funny when I first seen your profile. I was like, man, and I started listening to your music because I'm friends with an entertainment lawyer in New York City called Bob Celestin, right?
Hmm.
And his client was XXX.
Oh, really? Extentation, the artist with the blonde and black dreads.
And
Okay.
that's who
Yeah.
you were. I don't know. You don't look like him, but you just remind me of that type of vibe. Y'all both have that same type of vibe. Yeah.
I've gotten that a lot. Funny thing about since you brought him up, I remember the day he passed away, rest in peace. Um, I found out something very interesting.
Hmm.
He one of my followers went to my Instagram, text me. He's like, yo, X liked your music, dude. Like he liked your music. And I was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking? He said, yeah, like there was one time, I think he did something where he posted like this picture on his story, and you could see the things that he liked. And one of
Hmm.
the songs that he liked on his SoundCloud was one of my songs. And he said he liked one of your songs. I said, no, he didn't. Because I don't really check a lot of my not Instagram, SoundCloud notifications. So he showed me the picture and it was literally, he liked it. So I went back to confirm. I said, let me see if this is real. Because I thought he edited it. I went back to look on my notifications. He liked one of my songs. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Who would have known? Who would have known? I mean,
Hey, if he
that's,
was still here, you never know. You and him could have collabed on something.
I know,
You
right?
know?
Yeah.
Now, is he from Atlanta, Florida? Where's he from?
Oh, he's a Florida artist. Yeah.
See, and you're close to him.
Right. It would have been
It was
awesome. It would have been a
really,
no-brainer.
yeah. So before I ask you maybe a couple of more questions, I want to get into your music. Um,
Yeah.
I have a track tonight, so I want to listen to it, play it for the audience. Now, mind you, when we finish this interview, I'll definitely send you the interview so that way you can give it to your friends and stuff and have them take a look at it as well. Okay, but I
Awesome.
definitely want to get into your music, which I received tonight. The track called Rockstar. Is that right?
Yes, that's Rockstar.
Rockstar. Let me see. We're going to get to playing that song. Just give me a second.
Mhm.
All right. Go ahead and introduce that track for me.
But yeah, Rockstar is one of the songs on the most recent project, Lonely Rockstar. And this song just embodies everything that the project's about in a way, you know, the energy at least. The energy aspect of the project is here. So yes.
We definitely going to get into the Rockstar.
It's getting deep. Baby, do you really wanna see what you're gonna be like with a rock star just like me? 3D, baby, it's so vivid. You can see all these niggas that you know about hate on me. When it goes down, you know it goes down. It never goes up. When it goes down, you know it goes down. It never goes up. You should come around, yeah, you should come around. I never get enough. Look at what I found, yeah, look at what I found. A diamond in the rough. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look at me like I ain't never met someone like you. Yeah, that's true. All these niggas faking, they be flawed, yeah, they do. It's getting deep. Baby, do you really wanna see what you're gonna be like with a rock star just like me? 3D, baby, it's so vivid, you can see all these niggas that you know about hate on me. When it goes down, you know it goes down, it never goes up. When it goes down, you know it goes down, it never goes up. You should come around, yeah, you should come around. I never get enough. Look at what I found, yeah, look at what I found. A diamond in the rough. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. That's the shit. Hey, that's the shit. That's the shit.
Yeah, that beat
Wow.
is
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I was about to
yes.
ask. Now, who's the producer on that one?
He's a producer named Ian K. Yeah, that beat is intoxicating. Oh my goodness,
I
it's
like it.
intoxicating.
I
Yes.
definitely like it. Wow. So this one is definitely on the project, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Where,
Right. I think it's somewhere in the middle of it, I believe. Yeah.
where is all your music at? Where do you have it at? Spotify? Where is it located at?
Yeah. Mainly on Spotify. You can really find my music anywhere, but for specifically this project is SoundCloud. Spotify is where you can find it. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the rest of the tracks so that way I can
Yes.
share them with the Fleet DJs.
Yes, I definitely when you get a chance to hear the project, there's gonna be some songs that I know you will love. So, yeah, definitely check it out. I've tried to have it to where like it's enjoyable to listen from start to finish. That's how I like to make my projects. So, yeah, it's a really good
That was kind
project.
of energetic, so for sure, I like that. Definitely. Do you
Yeah.
have visuals out for that one?
On the way. Yeah,
On.
actually, I got something on the way. So very soon, very soon. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna definitely get in contact with you because there is somebody there um, that I think in Atlanta
Hmm.
that just maybe down the line. I have to talk to the father, but you ever heard of the Mako girls?
No, inform me of who they are.
Well, let me tell you something. They are definitely got they are well populated down in that area, getting out of that area. They got over 1 million followers on TikTok. And I just so happened 2 years ago I found them on TikTok. But they're rappers, they're singers, and they're dancers. And I can almost see you with Rockstar and having them dance to it. Like
That would be awesome.
for a TikTok channel.
Yeah, because I can't dance for to save my life, so that would be awesome. Maybe
I
they could teach me. I don't
they
know how
could
to do
probably
that.
teach you. They could probably.
Yeah.
So they're one big. There's three sisters. They're a hot female group going on right about now, and they've been to like I invited them to the Virginia conference in 2023, and they headlined. So they're pretty good. So you definitely got to check them out. And I'll be definitely chatting with their father, who's the manager, to have him check you out too, for sure.
That would be awesome. Thank you, Pink Diamond. See, that song. Look, that song we're gonna do is gonna go. It's
That's
gonna go to the moon. You know.
sure. Um, okay, we're getting it on down to the wire. I guess just got a couple of more questions. I don't want to hold you up, but I definitely will let you know that I am going to be in touch with you so that way we can get you on more platforms, more interviews, more radio stations. Um, the whole world is streaming everywhere, so why not put you on everywhere? You know what I'm saying? Um,
Thank you.
Let me ask. This is a real important question. How do you
Mhm.
balance your life as an entertainer with your own family?
That's actually a really good question. I mainly you first things first. I have to know the difference between um me as the person, Johnny May, the man, and Snacko, the artist, the persona. But I sometimes it can be challenging because Snacko is not too far from Johnny at all. Johnny and Snacko are like almost the same person. But I think it's just understanding like when it's time to be in the spotlight and when it's time to just be that shy person that I am. There's expectations when you're an artist, especially to the fans. They expect you to be an entertainer to a degree and um to be the artist. And when it comes to family, there's no expectation. It's just love. So that's the time where you can sit back and just be love and just enjoy the presence of others. So yeah, I think that's really the best way to put it.
Okay, well, you definitely have to balance that for sure because even like me, I'm not an artist, but I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes, when you're a person that work a regular job and you're doing this on the side, and some people may have kids, a wife, a husband. I don't have that problem no more. It's just me. I mean, I can balance my life a little bit better, but I think, if I were doing the DJing as I was taking care of my kids, I don't know where I would be probably now. You know what I'm saying? So it
Yeah.
definitely, you have to be a person that could kind of like handle both. You know what I'm saying?
Got to be Superman or Superwoman. You know, I mean,
Back then, and the taxi cab driver, and this and that.
oh wow,
So
wow.
what it is being a parent, you know what I'm saying? Um, if you could go back in time, right?
Hmm.
Is there anything that you would change during your musical journey to get where you are today?
You know what? I've always used to be like, man, if I could go back, I would do this, I would do that, and so I could dive into this earlier. You know, but I think that when it comes to your career and whatever you're doing, um, there is no blueprint to how to get there. It's your own DNA almost, you know. Um, I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. I truly believe that. And could I have done some things earlier? Well, maybe, but at the same time, you never know why things happen. You never know why you discover some things at certain times. So I trust God. I trust the process. I trust the universe. Trust myself, and um, I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. You know. You know.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Now, we all talk about music, right? And I'm quite sure you're an artist yourself. And I know you listen to other artists, right?
Most definitely.
What artists do you listen to when you're not recording or performing?
Ooh, okay. So I listen to like a lot of different artists. Like I said, I have a very versatile ear. I listen to different type of genres. So I think there's this one band. They're called the Gorillas. They're like an animated band.
Mhm.
I love their music. I think the guy that runs it, he's like Britain or something. But their music is just so like it's just it's everything in one almost. There's no real like genre. They're always like every time they do something, it's there's always something different. They'll go into hip hop, and then they'll go into like rock music the next song, and then it's just blending genres. And for people that wonder where I get that blending genre thing from, it's that. You know, that's one of like the things. Of course, I listen to Childish Gambino. I spoke on that. Um,
Mhm.
and I'm right now. I'm like I'm listening to a lot of the newer music that's coming out, like the artists like Yeet and there's like a lot of the underground artists, Playboy Cardi, artists that are coming out. And reason being is because I'll be honest, I don't like a lot of them. Don't like a lot of them, but I feel like they're popular for a reason. So I feel like sometimes I hear things like, "Oh, I would do this if I had this check. I would make. I could take this and make it sound like this." And you know, I kind of use it for ideas to because I think that we can go a little further and push the genre a little further than we are right now. And that's what I'm trying to do. Look at where we're at. Look at what we're listening to, and be like, how can we make this evolve? You know, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always ask this. I used to be a recording artist manager, right?
Mhm.
Um, did I have success with it? I think I had one artist. He got signed. Other
Yeah.
ones, they didn't do what they had to. They needed to do.
It's a hard job. It's a hard job.
Hard job, yes. But one thing I always talk to about artists. Do you know the business aspect of the music industry?
I try. And also, I read books.
Okay.
I do what I can. I even take notes. Um, the music business is always changing. It's I try to learn as much as I can. Um, am I well versed? No, I'm not. Because there's as an artist, sometimes it's hard to balance like learning the business and then learning the art. And when you're an artist, you want to just make art. You want to make art, but I try to learn as much as I can. As much as I can, because you don't want to get screwed. Basically, you have
Yeah.
to know the business. That's important. I'm glad you brought that up because it's very, very important.
It is very important. I always ask that because some artists, they don't think about that business side, but
Yeah.
that business side is what makes this artist. You understand where I'm coming
Yeah.
from? So I always ask, make sure, if you don't know some things, reach out to people, ask questions, because it's very important in this industry.
Well,
It's very important.
that's that's why I love about A level entertainment. I think we share the same likeness about it because when there's something I don't know, they're never stingy to drop some knowledge. They will tell you what it is. And I've learned a lot from A level, and I think more than I can from any book. I mean, if you look at my YouTube um, main page, you would see I have a bunch of videos just
I know.
about the music industry.
I was getting ready to play one tonight. I went to,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I went to the one I had. Let me see, what was the name of it? Hold on. It was Frozen. That's what it was.
Oh
Frozen.
yeah, that song's awesome. I love that song.
Yeah, so I was getting ready to look at the visuals for that right before it came on, but I'll get back. I'm gonna go back to your YouTube and follow you on that YouTube so I can see all the visuals, and then I'll be waiting for the rock star, to come out soon.
Very soon. Very soon.
Yes, most definitely. So before I let you go, my last question. Now, I don't know if I heard you say something about acting. Would you like to get into acting, or you
Yeah,
want to stick to the music?
I would love to get into acting. I would love to be in movies and shows and things like that. Um, because I'm really just into just being an entertainer overall, rather than just being one thing. Um, and yeah, sky's the limit for everyone. I think that you should. I think that's how you should be. I don't think we're supposed to like do one thing. I don't think we're supposed to have bosses. I really don't think we're supposed to have like bosses. I really think we're supposed to be our own boss and take control of our own lives. And I think that should be the goal for everyone.
I think.
So yeah, definitely.
Hmm. So now, the what do you actually have planned? Like, say in the next 30 days, what are your plans for the next 30 days?
Next 30 days,
Hmm.
I definitely want to get this music out to the fans and get these visuals out there. That's number one right now. And next 30 days, open up another bag of hot Cheetos.
You and those hot Cheetos.
Definitely.
You know what? Another set of like hot fire. My granddaughter likes them. They start with a T. Uh,
Oh,
they're
The Takis, right? It has to be Takis.
asked me for another bag of those things. I swear, and I
Okay, yeah.
know they're super super hot. I don't know how
Yeah.
y'all eat those things, but
I'm
be,
not a fan of Takis.
be
I'll be
careful.
honest. I'm not the biggest fan of Takis.
Well, you still gotta be careful with the hot Cheetos too. For
You're
sure.
right. You're right. But you
But
did say 30 days. So I mean this might be my only bag this month.
okay,
Might.
okay. I'm
Can't
gonna
make promises.
checking on you. I'm gonna be checking. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, Snacko, it was definitely a great pleasure talking to you tonight. I feel like when I sit down with an artist and get that one-on-one, I feel better because even though you may see a person on social media, it's so crazy because I had somebody send me a message the other day that was like, asking me, am I really real? I'm like,
Oh,
I do videos. I don't just
oh
put
my gosh.
pictures. I'm a real person. So
Yeah.
he was like, well, I'm so glad you're really real. And I'm really glad you're motivating me every day. And I'm like,
Wow.
I'm a real person, dude.
Yeah,
I'm a,
it's sad that we got to that point in life. We don't know what's real effect. We don't know what's AI, what's not.
right.
Yeah, I've gotten asked like, "Are you the real Snaggo?" And I've told someone like, "Yes," because I responded to them and they couldn't believe that I responded to them for whatever reason. And I was like, "Yes, this is really me." And he goes, "No, it's not. No, but you're talking. Like, what do you want me to do?" Like,
Oh,
yeah,
some of these people are crazy because I'm like,
yeah.
most is I really post a lot of videos especially on Snapchat. And I take the videos and post them on other social media outlets so people can know that I am real. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes.
am really real. But anyway, we'll definitely get you set up for, some more interviews throughout the Fleet Nation. I'll definitely keep you posted. I'll send you the information on the Fleet National Conference that's coming up in July. Because I think that would be great for you to try to come there to network with those DJs and other producers that's going to be there, along with, other people in the music industry, like the podcasters, the bloggers, photographers. You're going to meet a lot of different people if you're able to come to that event.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll definitely get with A Level to, give them the dates again when we have our meetings and stuff like that. But it was a pleasure talking to you. Now I know who SNACO is. I know where SNACO came from. I know a little bit more about you, and then I'll be excited to meet you when we come through Atlanta for sure.
Yes. We're definitely gonna run it up. I can't wait.
Oh, we're gonna be talking about that Pink
Oh,
Diamond Festival for
we
sure.
are.
With
We are.
SNACO being the headliner for sure. I can see.
Oh, there we go. There we
Oh
go. It's
man.
good. That's gonna be awesome. That is gonna be awesome. We're
Yeah.
definitely gonna talk about that. I'm serious. We got to.
So, Jay, why don't you come on back? You got any last minute remarks for Snacko? And then, oh, yeah, where can we follow you on social media?
Oh yeah, good question. I always forget to say that. Yeah, so you can find me everywhere at I'm Snacko. That's IMSNACO. IMSNACO. So usually you'll find me when you just type in SNACO, my name, but that's the handle. So yeah, everywhere.
Right. All right, Jay, come on out from the hiding and give Snacko some closing remarks.
Come on, Jay.
What's good with you, Snocko, man? Like I said, man, I've been tapped in for the call, man. I am I'm definitely a fan, man. I got a chance to check out your YouTube channel before the call, and you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely looking forward to a visual to come with the song Rockstar tonight, man, because from what I've seen from the visual for Call on Me, there's definitely a vibe with you, man. So I would like to see what I'm saying, your vibe once again come through with that Rockstar visual, man. Looking forward to that.
Thank you so much. I definitely will not disappoint. I have some great stuff in store. So yes, thank you so much for tapping in and just listening and watching what's been going on. And yeah, I'm happy to update you guys on what's next for Snacko visually.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, so Snacko, can you give us the Straight Official magazine some closing remarks?
Yes. Straight official to the moon. Pink Diamond Festival coming out very soon. It's been a pleasure to be on this platform with both of you. And I'm looking forward to the next time. I'm looking forward to headlining the Pink Diamond Festival. And I just want to tell the kids out there that's watching to eat your vegetables, listen to your parents, and pray. And the teenagers that are watching to believe in what you're doing and trust in the process. And the adults out there that just continue trusting yourself, work on your spirituality, and guide the youth in the best way that you can do. And yeah, that's all that I can think of right now. So, love everyone. And once again, thank you for having me on this platform.
All right, thank you, Snacko, and good luck to you and much success. And definitely be looking forward to doing some more with you, work with you, and keep your head high and stay in there and get to the music for sure, because we want another project coming out soon.
Will do. Not very soon. Trust me. Got some great stuff coming out this year, y'all. Great
All
stuff.
right, then. Thank you so much. And thank you, Straight Official Magazine. We will now end this interview with Snacko and Straight Official Magazine, Pink Diamond. Peace out.